People were unhappy, aggressive, and selfish, and those things were holding them back. Greetings, my name is Damon Horton. It's my job to teach, be a skilled musician, and write the book Limitless, Reconnecting with the Infinite Power Within. Today I'm going to talk about my book Limitless, Reconnecting with the Infinite Power Within and my experience of coming very close to dying. I'm excited to talk to Mia and happy to be on the show today. When I was 3 years old, my parents split up in South Australia. Because I didn't have a father, I was depressed and had low self-esteem when I was young. At age 10 or 11, this pain turned into depression. Before my near-death experience, I had problems with my mental health, used drugs, and felt like I wasn't good enough all the time. I thought I wasn't good enough for love or a family for a long time, which made me feel helpless. I wanted to follow my dreams, whether they were about singing or helping people, but I didn't believe I was good enough. My near-death experience took place on August 12, 2007. I knew I had to give up my sad and addicting way of life after a dark night of the soul, where everything came together. I had to make a choice that night. I was feeling the most down on life when I was driving alone late at night. Being nothing made me feel stuck. I was crying while crossing the street with my hands on the driving wheel. Then I told the world I couldn't take any more pain or hating myself. With all my heart, I promised to change and get away from the darkness the next morning. I sent out this message to want to make things different. After 45 seconds, my car sped around a turn. I hit the steering wheel with my head when the car lost control. I got many skull fractures, serious panfacial fractures, and major brain damage. 6 spine points were also broken. Even though things were very bad, emergency services saved me. They raised the roof of my car, steadied me, and took me to the emergency room at the Royal Adelaide Hospital in less than an hour. I was unconscious for a week while they fixed my face badly. My face was cut from ear to ear, taken off, and put back together with about 40 metal pieces. Because my leg and foot tests were off while I was in a coma, my mom was told I would probably have brain damage, go blind, and need a wheelchair for the rest of my life. Even though I had big surgery, my face was fixed. Another week went by, and when I woke up, it felt like the start of my life. It's hard to put into words the real and powerful experience I had over those 7 or 8 days. I stopped being Damon Horton because my family was in chaos and worried about my safety. My background or attitude were the only things that didn't stand out about me. All that was left was awareness. My experience was being rather than Damon Horton, who has a birthday and past events. I had a deep spiritual awakening. I could pick love or go back to my pain and drug use. When my heart felt like it could hold no more love, I chose love. I said my promise again before the car crash. It's hard to explain, but everyone around me was me while I was in a coma. Every person and thing in the room looked like me. I noticed that we go from having opposites and many of them to having only one. That is not true, for I am Damon Horton, and I am Mia. There is only infinite, loving, eternal awareness left after all beliefs, past stories, and conditions go away. Because our 5 senses tell us that reality is split into different parts. Me and not me, me and all these other people. Many people find it hard to understand how everything is connected. But source consciousness, which is our original source, is not dualistic or polarized. Things are all linked. We come from this world before we are born and go back to it after we die. Our bodies are just tools we use to experience shape and matter. Our minds will live on forever. Being aware of this gives the body life. As a body part, the brain is made of flesh. We don't have a thought or conscious awareness until consciousness moves through the brain's nerve cells. Simply put, focusing on a thought can help you become aware of how your body feels, like tension or worry. We think of these thoughts and feelings as witnessing awareness. This watching awareness is who we really are. When we die, our views, disagreements, ideas, and conditioned states of awareness go back to being limitless, eternal, and one. There is no better place to remember ourselves than here. It's like coming home. When we die, our focus changes from the material world to the infinite, where we remember where we came from. How can we quickly make the world a better place and make a new society? Every one of us needs to take duty to begin. We'd all help make people more aware of their neighborhood. Since some people believe one thing and others believe something else, people have been stuck in a cycle of violence and war. Bigotry, racism, and sexism come from not being able to see that we all share the same awareness. No matter if you've had a near-death experience or not, everyone can feel this link. To get there, do things like breath work, martial arts, meditation, and more. There is a karma loop going on in the world, and we need to take responsibility for our part in it. We need to be calm and peaceful inside. When we hate someone because of their sexuality, religion, politics, or skin color, we keep the cycle of action and response going. Answer: hit everyone up. It's easy to be kind and happy when you know your roots and feel that power that brings you together. It's easy to be kind and happy when you have enlightened awareness. You don't have to try hard to be kind or find happiness elsewhere. In this case, we don't hurt the world or each other. We can make the world a better place if we respect life and get up. We can now see this vision that has been shared by spiritual leaders for thousands of years. We need to stop making enemies, pointing the finger at others, and hanging on to our pain. The solution is to look at ourselves and get back to love. Some really cool things happened when my sleep was over. One of them was the strong feeling that 240 volts had been sent to my chest and charged my heart. Right away, I felt a lot of love, admiration, and sympathy. I got rid of my anger and hadn't had it since. I haven't been bored either. This is the subject of a part I'm writing for my second book. I think that being bored is a mental illness. When you wake up, your thoughts are less heavy and more happy. When you're so happy to be alive, being bored seems silly. I wasn't bored, angry, or jealous, and my life was full of beauty I had never seen or felt before. When I wake up, seeing a butterfly might be enough to make me feel overwhelmed by how beautiful and holy the world it is. People who aren't awake or enlightened may act in a bad way when they try to learn about the world. People have lost touch with each other, which has led to business greed, environmental damage, and pollution. Outside smog shows how dirty things are inside. The most important thing for me is to realize, not just accept, that life is a holy miracle. Every kind of life is important. My 70 trillion cells were charged with 1,000-fold wonder. A lot of love and energy seem to be there. This change has been the best thing that has happened to me. The goal of my new business, limitless initiatives, workshops, and motivational speaking events is to wake people up. To wake up, we need either pain or love and a strong sense of duty to live our lives, like I did. I want more people to wake up without having to work hard. Unlike most people, I didn't have to go through a lot of pain to wake up. More people who understand the world can make it more beautiful and less painful. When I woke up from the sleep, I was skinny and weighed 42 kilograms. I told my mom I had to help and teach. People need to see that the real world is not the same as what they see on TV, in school, or on social media. We can all connect to a bigger world, born with it. Guru worship is not the point. The point is you, me, and everyone else. I tell everyone that. I have hope for the world and for people. When I woke up from my near-death experience, I felt very alone. Being aware of things has grown a lot in the last 12 or 13 years. People all over the world, including people I meet every day when I travel and do live events, and YouTubers have it. Our collective awareness naturally grows. There will no longer be any more pain, greed, or competition in the world. The corporate mindset grew in the 1980s and 1990s, but companies, corporations, and awakened people are only now getting involved in politics. There are wonderful and inspiring things going on around me. I think there will be big changes in the next 10 to 20 years. The earth we leave behind will be very different and more beautiful for our children and future generations. It will soon be possible to live in harmony with nature and share more wealth, kindness, and unity. We are one mind, as I said. Being mean to someone would be the same as being mean to myself. When you wake up, it's harder to hurt other people. There is only love, and it doesn't change. It's a promise. We make our experiences what they are in the end. Reality is made of awareness. Matter is not there without it. The world we live in is shaped by our thoughts, feelings, and beliefs that reach into the future. The future is not a place we are going to, but one we are creating is nice. Making plans changes both the person making the plans and the place they are going. Paths are made, not found. We have a lot of power because we build with world consciousness. It's discouraging to think that everything is predetermined. Apathy could set in as if nothing mattered and everything was meant to happen. Being aware is the most important thing for everyone. It's important. When we get defensive, angry, or tight-lipped about another faith or group, we keep up problems that have been going on for thousands of years. Okay, we're taking part. To stay calm and happy, the most important thing we can do in the morning is take a quick look in the mirror. When we are aware, we can react to life better than when we are not aware. Our immune systems and mental health are both hurt by stress. There is a link between stress, anger, sensitivity, and immunity. Bruce Lipton wrote a paper about this. During organ donation, doctors and nurses often cause stress reactions. To keep transplanted tissue from being rejected, doctors inject medicines that cause worry into their patients to weaken their immune systems. Doctors have known for a long time that worry and reactions are bad for health and cell life. We need to take care of our health and treat our bodies like temples. If you worry, get angry, or judge others all day, it won't matter if you do 25 minutes of yoga or 45 minutes of meditation in the morning. How we act every day is very important to our health. This method keeps our bodies in great shape and helps people in general, since worry is the root of all major illnesses.